Zimbabwe is now ready for disruption. Are you doing something? I tell you, start now with what you have anywhere you are. Familiar statement, right? If you take anything that goes on social media, you think Zimbabwe is burning right now. No economic activities. Corruption is everywhere. And now is not the time to invest. Well, if you believe that, you are losing out on the frontier. Zimbabwe is ready for enormous disruption. The moment citizens start to think that they need to step up, it means they have realized that life is what you make it. We have seen great strides into perfection, taking, for example, the Zimbabwe music in 2016. This year, I do not have a favorite genre. There was all-round performance from dancehall, urban grooves, sungura, hip-hop, and Afro-jazz. But coming from around 2014, no one would think that dancehall will be displaceable. Well, we have to rethink that. Zimbabwe has never seen an appetite to change things like we do in 2016. The most important part is that the youth are in the front row. Discussions on how to change our situation are everywhere, and simple realization of the I concept. I make, I create, I innovate, I vote, I study, I invest, I believe, I work, I corrupt, and so on and so forth. We are at the breakup point of hopelessness and doing something. Those who don't realize the change are left out on the bandwagon of disruption, and nothing is stopping these changes. Change of mindset is key to modern economies. Today, countries are facing the challenges of globalization. Nationalists are winning the way. Trump, Brexit, China, Russia, and why not Zimbabwe? To be selfish and start building from the bottom. Recently, I met this young man who came from China. He spends over $4,500 to attend a conference in China. What he wanted to do was to have a different feel, how these people do it, and to make replicas to Zimbabwe. He had a great experience and he is ready to go. Imagine how many people who are sinking in this knowledge and who can easily come and make replicas in Zimbabwe. It took this young man one conference to get going. What about you, who have spent over 5 years swimming in this knowledge doing? This is the state of Zimbabwe. Anyone can come to create and make and become a successful billionaire. No business is in control of anything right now. Any business can be disrupted as long as you're willing to learn the rules of disruptive innovation. Start small, think big. I'll tell you the story of this young man in the future. Keep tabs. Every challenge is an opportunity. Someone is profiting on that. But how can we turn our misfortunes into something profitable? Start with being part of a community of like-minded people. Identify people with the same problem as you. Create a relationship, building trust, and build solutions to the problem. Innovation is all about having solutions to the problems. To advance innovation, we just need supporting structures and systems. Zimbabwe has a necessary infrastructure, educated citizens, and a high number of unemployed youth. This means people can bootstrap at nothing and become successful. We have a lot of examples of disruption in Zimbabwe, starting from prophets, Pentecostal churches, to Zim dancehall. This is a story for another day. There are many signs that Zimbabwe is ready for disruption. In October, Winky D released his album Extraterrestrial, and that got people asking Google and on social media, what does the word mean? This got me thinking, is Zimbabwe ready for our own sci-fi movie or video? The appetite for quality content is increasing. Looking at the Mokoko and Watora Mari videos hitting the number 1 million views mark. We have also seen the government introducing the statutory instrument 64 to allow an increase in local production. Startup hubs are mushrooming everywhere in the country, and a lot of entrepreneurship activities happening there. STEM program is producing science-focused students. The talk has changed from we can't to we will. Do something. Action breathes miracles. Turn that problem you have into a solution. Stop wasting energy talking about things you won't change. Be part of a like-minded community. This is the only structure and system that works. The community might be a social media group, family, church, or a business meetup. From there, you are able to get support for your product. Be open-minded and participate in group activities to build solid relationships. And remember, life is a numbers game, and people you have a relationship with are your first ambassadors. Thank you for listening.